Welcome to The Mighty Dragon. I just caught up with another 1899 actor, Maria Erwolter. Maria was Iben, or Iben, in the smash hit Netflix series. We spoke about the crazy twists and turns of the story, what she most liked about Iben, and also about her acting career too. Thank you to Maria for coming on to this podcast. May I wish you a very happy Christmas and all the best for 2023. Maria, thank you so much for joining the Mighty Dragon podcast today.
Thank you for having me.
You look wonderful. Can I just say that? You just look wonderful. And I feel haggard after a week of craziness. I will be asking you your tips on style later in this interview. I just wanted to touch upon your acting career. We've recently seen you as Iben in 1899. How did you get into acting?
Well, I started acting when I was 5. I went to a children's drama school. So it felt like back then that I knew that I wanted to become an actress. And then later, like in my early 20s, I stopped acting again and pursued a dancing career instead. And then I started acting when I was offered a role in Pusher with Nicholas Winding in Refn. So that's how it started. It started as just like innocent play when I was 5.
Wow, okay. What did you most like about your character, Iben?
Well, I mean, Iben is a very interesting character because what I enjoyed the most was that even though she was third class, even though she lost 2 of her kids, even though she had no money, running from horrible circumstances in Denmark, she's still a fighter. She never gives up. She's still like standing up for herself, standing up for her family, and taking power back. And that's what I really enjoyed about her. She's a fighter and not a quitter.
She's definitely one of the most memorable characters, I think, from the series. I really enjoyed your performance. And it's Iben, isn't it? It's not Iben, it's Iben.
So Rosalie, she became one of my very close friends, and she would say Iben, but
right.
It's called Iben. And
yes.
We pronounce the E instead of the I.
Right.
But it doesn't matter. Iben.
Potato. I think 1899 had so many terrific twists and turns to it. Was filming it a challenge at all?
Well, I stopped trying to understand. So the interesting part was that Bo and Jantje, in pre-production, Bo and Jantje told us that they would come with scenes, or they would ask us to perform or say something a little different from what we thought our character would do it or say it. And they told us not to ask any questions because it would be part of a bigger plot. And so that happened often, where you were like, why? I stopped asking questions and trying to understand the plot halfway. Because it's not going to work. And the thing is, watching the show, because I felt like while we were filming, we had a lot of questions. And then I felt I was positive that when we watched the show, I would be like, okay, now I got it. And I'm telling you, I have the same questions as you have.
That's amazing. Honestly, it kept me guessing all the way through. And at the end scene was just incredible. I just couldn't believe it.
I mean, I was like, in episode 5, I could only watch standing up, walking around, because it was just, oh my God. The thing is, what has been so amazing on the show has been that even though you have scenes with your colleagues, the other characters, you have very much been on your own path, trying to concentrate on what is yours and not so much what the stories are, to your colleagues. And watching it felt like the puzzle, like you were just like a piece of a puzzle. And watching the entire show, I was like, oh my God, so that's why she said that in our scene. That's why he in our scene, because it was just amazing. It was amazing watching it. And I really had some aha moments. Let me say
Yes.
that. Yeah.
Just the other day, I was talking to your colleague, Alexandre Willaume, Anchor in 1899.
Yeah.
And we actually spoke about the Danish film industry. And he was saying how he loved the flat hierarchy within that industry. And I just wanted to ask you the same question about it. What do you see the strengths are?
Well, I think we have a lot. Actually, we are, as he mentioned, everyone is the same. We don't like here in Copenhagen, here in Denmark, not Copenhagen, sorry, here in Denmark, the population is nearly 6 million. So it feels more like one of your villages in England, doesn't it?
Yes, yeah.
And that's the entire country. And that also means you can't really become a diva here because
everyone will know.
and the production, like a big production in Denmark is like 30 people. And, it's just very homey, very family, which also means that if you are going to a production, you can take the train or you can take the bicycle.
Yeah.
And the moment you are filming outside of Denmark, someone will pick you up. There's just other standards. What I have to say, what I really enjoy in Denmark is that all the productions here are very strict, following the union guild rules, which means that you don't necessarily have to be so boom, 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 boom all the time. It's very like, we follow the rules here. And I don't feel like my limits are pushed in the same way as when I'm working abroad. Sometimes I have to be like, oh, that's how you do it here. I had no idea. We don't do it in Denmark. It's like the first time I was on a production abroad, international, the cast was like 10 people, but the crew was like 300. And I was amazed by it. 300 people,
Yeah.
I mean, and the thing is, I was just, before that show, I was filming here in Denmark on a big production. We were like 55, 60. That was amazing because we had so many people on set. It's not common here in Denmark unless you have the big series like Borgen. So we do have like some Netflix productions being bigger, of course, but it's very small, it's very tiny. It's just different. Everything is just different.
Wow. And what sort of characters do you like playing?
I don't know. What do I like playing? I mean, trying to play Iben has really opened my eyes to a new genre. I've never tried play anything like Iben because she has so many layers. She's not just the mean girl or just the villain or just she has all these extra layers. And so that was the first time for me. And so I don't think I have a favorite, but I do want to play the villain in like, I don't know, a fantasy or something like, or
Yes. They're always the most memorable characters, aren't they? So
before even, I would never, it has never been on my wish list to play the villain, but now play the villain.
I was going to ask you too about genre. Is there any genre that you've not been in that you'd like to? Horror?
Well, I mean, I have done horror. I was in The Ritual on Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I haven't, this whole American production, like, like the big fantasy or the big Marvel, I want to look at that.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Well, we'll see you next on one of those, perhaps. You never
Yeah, I
know.
would love that. I would love that.
Outside of your acting life, what are your passions?
Well, I am married and I have a dog and I'm a stepmom. So that obviously takes a lot of time,
Yeah.
being with family. Um, then I'm teaching actually. I love teaching. I love giving what I know back to the next generation. Because the
Right.
thing is, I have learned so much during my career, and a lot of it I had to find out myself. So if I can give something to the next generation who wants to become actors, that's just a gift. And I feel very privileged that I can do it. So that takes a lot of my time. And then I'm a very spiritual person. So I do take a
Yes.
lot of courses and meditations. And
Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, that's so nice. That's something I've promised myself for 2023 to start meditating. um,
meditation is that when you try it, you will feel like, what am I doing here? And then once you get started and you understand the strength you gain out of it, then you will love it. I promise.
yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I've just got two more questions for you. I've been snooping through your Instagram and I noticed, well, actually, I wanted to change my entire wardrobe. You have some fabulous clothes and you're wearing some today. Is fashion another form of art for you?
Mm, I don't know if it's another form of art, but I've always enjoyed expressing myself, and I've always enjoyed maybe not to go with everyone else, but do something over here in the corner.
Yeah.
I don't know what is in and out. I don't follow the fashion in and out. I always buy what I find interesting, and
Yeah.
often it's something like this or pink or yeah, flashy. That's me.
Yes. Very nice. What projects do you have coming up?
So right now I'm filming a project in Prague. I'm filming a fantasy series, well, historic fantasy piece, you can say, playing an Icelandic warrior.
Ah,
Or,
right.
mhm. So that's what I'm
Ah,
doing at the moment. So that's yeah, that's
yes.
my current project.
Yeah, great. Oh, Maria, thank you so much for joining me today on the Mighty Dragon. And I will hopefully see you again sometime on the Mighty
I
Dragon,
love that.
in maybe in your superhero clothes in a Marvel production.
Yes.
Oh, thank you so much, Maria. Have a great weekend, and I'll speak to you
Okay.
soon. Bye
Thank you.
bye. Bye
Bye.
bye.